thanks for joining me for another beer review. We are heading off to Home Bargains again now, and this is one that I've actually picked up. Picked about 4 beers up from there the other week, and I picked it up just because it caught my eye, and it's from Glen Cannich Brewery, and we have a can of their Leann IPA. It's coming in at 4.9% in a 440ml bottle, and I think, if I remember rightly, it was £1.79. Beautiful artwork, really caught my eye. There was a few from these guys, and this was the one I opted for. Now, if I'm correct, just incidentally, they're out of Inverness-shire. If I'm correct from what I've heard, apparently this is Glen Cannich Brewery. Is it Afric? Glen Cannich Brewery. I've got a bloody phone going off, go away. From Glen Cannich Brewery. Now, I've never had anything from them, but apparently they use that name to do some beers for Home Bargains. So yeah, so let's get it cracked open, stop waffling, and see what we get. I'm going with the old white hag glass because I do like that. That seems to be my new. It's a bit of a favourite for me IPAs, that one. So, like I say, let's stop talking rubbish and get the beer in a glass. Look at that silence. Silence while I've poured a beer. I bet you're thinking, thank God for that, Baz. Why don't you do that more often? Anyway, beer in a glass. Look at that. It's a hazy, dark sort of amber colour. A nice finger of white compact head on top. I think there's a steady stream of bubbles going up the middle, but I can't see nothing coming up, certainly from the outside. So let's dive in on the nose with this, see what we get. Oh yeah. Big malty presence in this for me, with a bit of mango, a little bit of grapefruit maybe. Yeah, mango, grapefruit, a little bit of citrus, maybe a bit of passion fruit as well, with a big malty backbone. So yeah, smells decent, so let's give it a go. Cheers. Ooh. Ooh. It's quite interesting. Let's go in again. Nice body to it. It's got that malty sort of body, if you like, without being bready, if you know what I mean. It's just got that weighty malty body, almost traditional sort of like. Bubbles in there hit you straight away. They don't sort of come up and you feel it all. As you're drinking it, you're getting that constantly. Gentle fizz over the palate. I don't think this one's going to fill you up with too many bubbles. Get ready, I'll get near the end of the video and probably burp. Pretty smooth and pretty soft. On the taste, start off with, it was more malt. That malt is still there, but for me you're getting citrus, grapefruit notes coming through. They're sort of overpowering the maltiness on the initial sort of tang. Just behind that you're getting the malt come through. And you're getting that little bit of sharp grapefruit bitterness, I would say, coming in just behind the fruit. When that sort of maltiness starts to come to the front a bit more, or I should say the fruitiness sort of dies off a bit more, or the maltiness pulls through, whatever. Anyway, behind that fruitiness is the bitterness that's coming through. It's not a long lingering bitterness. You know, the fruity flavours are there. They don't last ages. The big bulk of it sort of disappears quite quick, and that's when you sort of get that little bitterness in there. But yeah, I mean, for the price, you probably can't go wrong. Really, $1.79. That's a pretty solid beer. It is a little bit, how can I put it? It's a decent beer. It's definitely got a traditional side to it, being more malty, if you like. Not really going to say I'll pick up like a massive sort of hop presence in there. No, not on the nose. Or even really with the taste. It's very much hits you with the maltiness. So it's almost old school, this, but it's a decent drop. Not going to compare it to anything as such, but you know, it's sort of reminds me a bit of, you know, the sort of bottles you can buy for $1.80 in a supermarket, or £2 now, something like that. 500ml bottles, traditional sort of IPA sort of thing. But yeah, it's old school with a craft twist. So for me, Glen Cannich's Leann IPA. Yeah, don't expect too much sort of craft side to it, but expect a nice, easy drinking, sessionable IPA. The 4.9%. I'm getting a bit carried away here. Yeah, that's drinking somewhere around that. But yeah, a nice bit of an old school kind of IPA with a bit of a craft twist. So would I recommend picking it up? Yeah, don't expect it to be full on craft, but if you like that little bit of an old school sort of twist on it, give it a go. If you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.